Today is Saturday. I just got back from the grocery store to pick up a few things. I also need to make a cheesecake for my husband's birthday tomorrow. He requested a matcha cheesecake, which is one of the recipes from my cookbook. It's one of his absolute favorite recipes from the cookbook. So I'm going to be making that this afternoon. And I just have a lot of prep to do. For dinner tonight, I have planned mac and cheese. It's my 3-ingredient Instant Pot mac and cheese that we've been loving making because it's so easy and simple. And along with that, I'm going to make some air fryer chicken thighs that we also love. And then I have some frozen green beans that I need to use up. So I'm going to throw those probably in the air fryer too after I cook the chicken. And that's going to be dinner. So I figured I would turn on my camera and do a kitchen day and bring you guys all along. I haven't been buying chicken wings very often recently because I just have not been able to find them at a good price. But when I was at Fred Meyer this morning, I found some that were reduced. $2.24 a pound is still not like an amazing deal, but I haven't been able to find them for under $3 a pound. So I went ahead and just stocked up on the 3 packages that they had reduced. And so, what are you doing over there? Are you chasing Poe? So what I need to do is get these open, and I'm going to cut off the tips. I'll save those for broth, and then get the drumettes and the wingettes separated, and then put them in freezer bags so I can have them nicely frozen and easy to pull out for individual meals. So that's just going to be some busy work that I need to get done. I have stuff laid out for the cheesecake over here. I want my cream cheese to get to room temperature, so I made sure to pull that out early. I probably won't get to making the cheesecake until Levi goes down for his nap, because that'll just make my life so much easier. Hey, go pick that up. That's not what we're supposed to do. What do you need to do with that? Oh, hey, Poe, hey! Did he just take your food? Poe! Do not give your food to Poe. You say, sorry, Mom. All right, where are you supposed to put that napkin? In the compost? Go ahead. Oh, other side. Thank you. Good job. You say, bad dog Poe, don't take my food. Say, don't take my food. No, Poe. But the crust is going to be ginger snap crust, and I'm not doing gluten-free because my husband doesn't care about gluten-free. So I just got regular cookies. I'm also in the recipe calls for 1/3 fat, less fat cream cheese. But I'm just going to make it richer with the full fat. And this recipe from the cookbook is actually one that's available for free. You want some of that? Yeah, we'll have that later. It's one that's available for free, like on the Amazon preview of my cookbook. So you can head over to Amazon. I'll put a link down below to my cookbook. And if you scroll through the pictures, you can get the whole recipe for the matcha cheesecake. I am going to double the recipe and make it in a 6-inch pan because we're making it for everybody. The original one in the book is a 4-inch pan, and double of a 4-inch pan is a 6-inch pan, which I know doesn't sound right when you first think about it. But a double of a 4-inch pan is not an 8-inch pan when you're working with circles. So 6-inch pan, double the recipe. All right, that gives me 3 bags of wings to throw into the freezer. And then these, I'm probably going to cook up some for lunch and throw the rest in the fridge to probably eat tomorrow for lunch. And then These are my wing tips. Gonna just put a lid on this, put these in the freezer, and they'll be easy to throw into the Instant Pot when I make chicken broth next. Lots of other bones in here from cutting up whole chickens and different things, beef bones here, and these will just be added to my collection. Got some veggies chopped up for lunch and for snacking through the afternoon. The first wings I made were barbecue for my husband, but these ones are going to be for me, and I love this buttery steakhouse seasoning blend on chicken. It's so, so good. So I just tossed some of that with my wings, and I'm going to cook those up. Night-night, Levi. Are you gonna have a good snooze? Oh, good. I'll see you in a little bit. So the cheesecake is cooking, and I am still cooking it in my 3-quart Instant Pot because the 6-inch pan still fits in a 3-quart, which is amazing. And I find that I have the best results with cheesecakes in my Duo model Instant Pots, no matter what the size. But there's something about some of the newer models that don't give me as good of a result as with the Duos. They make the cheesecake rise more, so it kind of poofs up and it just kind of becomes a mess. When I make them in my Duos, as long as I don't overbeat the eggs in the mixture, you get super creamy, like almost no rise at all, and it's just like perfectly dense and creamy and amazing. I also wanted to mention that the batter, you might have noticed it wasn't as bright green as the one in the book, and there are 2 reasons for that. First is I only had turbinado sugar. I didn't realize that until I started cooking, and that's a lot darker than the other sugars, so that added a little bit of color to the batter. Also, the type of matcha you use will make a difference. This one, it doesn't have quite as bright of a green color as the ones that I used for making the cheesecakes in the book. And so it's just something you have to figure out. I have a brand of one that I have gotten that's really bright. So I'll put that, and it's on Amazon. So I will put that link down in the description if you want to find a really bright one. Like if you're making it for a special occasion or something and you just want it to pop and look really nice, it's fun to get the super bright green matcha powder. I'm going to go ahead and get these chicken thighs marinating for dinner tonight. I'm doing 2 whole packages, so we'll have plenty of leftovers. I needed to use up this teriyaki, so I'm going to use that up. I might need a little more of something. I'll just throw in some spices or some coconut aminos or something to top it off probably, and I'll let these sit for a little while before I cook them in my air fryer. It's only 3. I don't want to get the food ready too soon, but I want to just prep so then when it's time to actually cook, I can just cook it real fast and be done.
Wait, is there any of the layers of cake made?
Layers of cake?
Yeah.
Well, do you remember what kind of cake I'm making?
Cheesecake?
Cheesecake. Does cheesecake have layers? Have you seen cheesecakes before?
Yes.
Yes, of course you have. Mommy makes cheesecakes all the time. You had a cheesecake on your birthday, didn't you?
No.
No? Okay, well, a cheesecake doesn't really have layers like birthday cakes do. It's like just the cream cheesy filling and then a crust, right? So I have that going in the Instant Pot. It's cooking. Are you excited?
Yes.
All right, I just added a little bit more coconut aminos and some of the kimchi sriracha and some salt. So it smells really good. I think this is going to be yummy. Let it sit here for a while before I cook it up. All right, cheesecake is done. I'm going to let it sit here on the counter for about an hour before I transfer it to the fridge for the night. Ooh, look at that. Perfect. You want to see it, Renee?
Yes.
Okay, come and look. Don't touch, it's hot, okay? What do you think?
It's nice.
Does it smell good?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like liquid.
Oh, well, it was kind of liquidy, but now it is nice and, well, it's not as firm as it will be, but see, it's kind of got a little jiggle.
Oh.
And then once it cools off, it'll not have a jiggle so much anymore. But that's perfect.
Well, what is it? It's kind of like Jello when it's wiggles.
A little bit, yeah, it's a little jello-y. What did you make for your snack?
A salad.
A salad, but what is it shaped like?
Me, mouth, eye, my hair.
That is so funny. That looks like the most delicious Renee I've ever seen. Time for an afternoon decaf. Look how nicely my Instant brand appliances look. Fancy schmancy. I'm getting stuff prepped here for the mac and cheese so I can just throw it all together real quick when it's closer to time to have dinner. This is my own recipe for mac and cheese that's super easy. The sauce turns out to be pretty creamy, similar-ish to like a boxed mac and cheese sauce rather than stringy like a lot of homemade mac and cheese is. And I think the main reason for that is the cream cheese. I use that instead of milk. So it just makes it super creamy and smooth. So the 3 ingredients are a pound of pasta, 2 cups of shredded cheese, or you could do like cubed cheese if you have a block, and then 4 ounces of full fat cream cheese. If you want to get fancy, you can add some salt. You can add some butter, like with the pasta when it cooks. That helps it not foam up as much, so less likely to spew through the steam release valve. But you don't have to add those items, so I still call it a 3-ingredient mac and cheese. I also don't count water as an ingredient because when you boil pasta, water isn't typically, counted. So it's still 3 ingredients, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and put my 4 cups of water in the pot so it's all ready to go, and I'll probably start it maybe in about an hour. It's so satisfying to watch the cheesecake pull away from the edges of the pan as it cools. This just turned out perfectly. It's going to come out great. It's time for the cheesecake to head into the fridge to chill overnight.
Snake wants some cake.
Snake wants some cake? That's a rhyme. Are you a poet and didn't know it?
Yes.
Oh.
I didn't know it.
Are you talking about bubbles? These are looking delicious. Chicken thighs in the air fryer is just one of our favorite things. The air fryer is annoying to clean afterwards, but besides that, they're amazing. Now on to the mac and cheese. I got my water in there. I'm gonna throw in my 1 pound of pasta, and like I said, you could add in a little butter at this point if you want, but I'm not gonna worry about it this time. And I learned a trick from Risa from Risa's Cluttered Kitchen about cooking it and avoiding the possibility of the foam spraying through the release valve. It doesn't completely avoid it because there are, based on your altitude and all that, it can affect it. So I'm not going to say it's a foolproof method, but it does reduce the likelihood. So what you do, instead of cooking it, like I was going to cook this for 5 minutes, but instead of doing it for 5 minutes, cook it for 1 minute and then let it sit on keep warm mode for about 5 minutes. And it'll continue to cook, and then but it will also cool down just a little bit and make it less likely to spray through the top. All right, the last batch of chicken's done. Now I'm going to throw these frozen green beans in the air fryer. And it'll probably take about as long as the chicken thighs, I would guess. I'm going to start it for 12 minutes and see where we're at, and probably season them afterwards. Come on, thing. There we go. These beans have been going for about 8 minutes, and they're looking pretty close to done. I just kind of tossed them, and I think I'm just going to add some salt because there was already, seasoning from the chicken and the chicken juices that they got kind of coated in. I'll probably let them go another minute or two. Probably not the whole 12 minutes, probably 10 minutes total. All right, those beans look pretty good. Dinner is almost ready. The mac and cheese finished, and it's been on keep warm mode for 3 minutes, and so I just have 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes, and then I'll quick release the pressure. 5 minutes. Now I'm going to quick release. Alright, now I'm just going to throw in the cream cheese and the cheese, get it all stirred up until everything's melted, and it'll be done. This is such an easy recipe. Alright, there it is. You can see how the sauce looks similar to like a boxed mac and cheese. It's super, super creamy. Oh, Levi heard. He's ready. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You ready to eat?
Hey.
Do you like mac and cheese? Yeah, the boy loves his mac and cheese with his chicken. Does that look good? Yeah. It's hot, you're right.
Bow.
Oh, don't blow on it, please. So there's a quick view of dinner for tonight, and I make it, separately like this. I don't mix the chicken in because I tend to eat lower carb, so I'll just eat the chicken. Hey, scoot back, man.
Whoa.
Chicken and veggies, and leave the mac and cheese for everybody else. Hey, you're not supposed to touch, remember?
Wait, aren't I supposed to say this
You're not
stuff?
supposed to pick your nose in the video. Oh, you can say some stuff if you want.
Yeah, I don't want to.
You don't want to, but everyone loves it when you have something to say. Did you know that?
I just don't want to.
Okay, you don't have to. All right, gotta get our spatula. We gotta get our plate. And we gotta get the cheesecake. Gotta be careful.
Of course,
We don't want to ruin Daddy's nice cheesecake.
but we can still eat it.
Even if it's ruined?
Yeah, because once I watched Daniel Tiger when it was Daniel Tiger's birthday, and he was eating, and it was his birthday, and his dad made the cake, and then it got destroyed, and then the mom sang the song to Daniel Tiger that we can still eat it when it's destroyed.
I love that story. You learned so much from watching that show.
Yeah, we
Can you sing the song?
Well, I don't remember
You
the
don't
song,
remember the song.
but I do.
But you remember the story.
Yeah, I
That's
remember
wonderful.
the story only.
That is so wonderful. At least something good's coming of you watching TV. But we'll try to keep it nice because it's always fun to have a really nice,
Ooh.
pretty cheesecake, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
But
Look at how
it's
beautiful, and it came away from the edges so nicely. I'm excited about this. Are you excited about this?
still- Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, here we
Well,
go.
Only if I don't like it, I'll have the cheese.
The ice cream.
The ice cream, yes.
Yeah.
With
Yummy.
whipped cream on it.
Oof. Whoa, look at that. Look at that. It's
Smaller than I
so
expected.
beautiful. Yeah,
But it's
cheesecake is
nice.
super dense, so you don't need a giant piece. Just a little piece is enough. Alright, let's see if I can get it off here without ruining the crust too bad. Oof. Oh,
I'm
just
in
a
the
little bit of
back.
crust came off there.
I'm in the back.
I see you.
Can I eat it?
Sure. Tell me if it's terrible.
Wait, can I try a little
I'd
bite?
never tell you that.
Here's a tiny piece of crust you can try.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Cool.
Yummy as always.
Alright, there it is. Happy birthday, Dad.
When Dad gets home, we should show him it.
Well, it'll be a surprise when it's time to eat.
Well, how about we
Does
just
he know that it's
keep
me?
Smells so good.
How about we just
Yeah,
keep
he
it?
knew I made it. How about we keep it wet?
How we keep it hidden, and he forget what it looks like if he's already seen
Oh,
it.
so we show it to him and then hide it and hope he forgets what it looks like?
No, we don't show it because
Oh, okay. We don't show him, and then maybe he'll forget that I made it.
yeah, and then we hide it. So, and then
I'm going to hide it in the
once-
fridge. Does that sound okay?
Oh yes, wait,
Because
what?
he won't look there.
Well, what if he
Obvious.
eats and he looks in the fridge for something to eat and he sees it?
Oh, no. Well, I guess we'll just have to take that risk.
Happy birthday to you. If you cut it like that, I thought if you cut it into fourths and then cut it into eighths, then everybody would get a piece.
Eighths of this kind of cheesecake is going to be a lot. It's super dense.
What does that mean?
It's just very heavy. Like a cake is light and fluffy, like because it has air bubbles in it.
Yeah.
This is not light and fluffy at all. It has almost no bubbles in it. Look at that. Perfection.